I guess the two things that stick out on my mind of that tour were like crossing the Canadian border, like getting to the border. It was like, oh, we got to get there at 7 a.m. because we all got to cross together because we all got to have our work permits and they're all coming in together.
Oh God!
And like here's like westbound train, like 7 like good boys, and then like there was like the necromantics,
A bunch of felons.
orange, and then the heart attacks. And then for shits and giggles, Arcade Fire happened to be crossing back in at the same time, and their two tour buses were there. So the Canadian government's like, oh, we got 5 bands here, like they're drugs, like let's get the dogs. So then they got the dogs, they searched everything, didn't find everything, but like everybody in every other band had like some sort of serious like felon or something that made like them have to pay extra to get in. And we were at the Canadian border for like 8 hours, and we got pizza delivered to the Canadian border. Do you remember?
I remember ordering food because we were there for so long. Like
ordered food, and then we finally made it to the gig at Fufun, which was and it was an awesome gig.
Yeah,
and then
that was a great gig.
And then the fateful thing for me was like we were like loading up, like everyone's in the van.
Fucking shoot.
And and I'm like out. Yeah. And I don't know, I was like coordinating some sort of logistics with like Kim Neckerman or whatever, and like their guitar player. Do you remember his name? Like was it Travis or something?
I think it was Travis, kid. That's pretty good.
I
remember his glasses.
Well, like he stumbles out of the club like super drunk and proceeds to kick his shoe, his fucking 12-inch creeper.
His creeper is it was a wood-based creeper.
Romantic psychobilly shoe, like that basically weighs like 15 pounds, comes hurling at my face at like 7 miles an hour and proceeds to slap me like boom right in the face.
I saw it.
What the fuck?
I saw it too.
Like, I didn't know what had happened. Like it was just like literally like
lights out.
Bitch slapped across the face with a shoe from like 12 feet away.
You had a black eye for that whole tour.
Yeah, and then like I got back in the van and I was just so fucking mad. I remember, and I think we stayed at Paj's house that night. And I was just and I was just like, oh. And the next day, morning, I had an imprint of a shoe on my face.
So I was in the van.
So bad, man. He felt bad.
Picture watching.
He did.
Picture watching TV with no sound. I was in the van, like I was like trying to get some sleep or something, but I just like look up just in time to see this thing flying through the air, no sound, just towards Kid's face, and I see it right up the face, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like I didn't understand any of it, and then realized that he had kicked his shoe off. But it was so weird to see from across the way.
I saw the whole thing.
Where were you, Thad?
I was like in the van. I was just like looking out the window, and I saw like heard some like sort of scream. It was almost as if he took some like snort of cocaine and was like, "Whoa!" Like turned into like Incredible Hulk, like jumped out of the van. It was like, "Whoa!" Screaming in the air.
He did scream. He was
running. Yeah, he's like screaming and waving his hands, and then like kicks his foot, and his shoe came off when he kicked his foot. And just then Gideon opens the door to come out. He's like walking like boom right in the face.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was just the opening act of the craziness on that tour, really, though.
Oh yeah,
crazy tour.
Yeah.
But he did apologize the next day. But I think he thought that he had done it to like Josh or something like that, or he thought my
I think you're right.
He thought my name was Josh or something like that.
Possibly.
Those guys had no idea. Yeah. That was.
I mean, the survival rate of that group wasn't too great shortly thereafter.
No,
Andy Andy passed away.
Yeah. They definitely lived rock and roll to the full extent.
Yeah, they were like
heart attacks. The heart attacks gave them a run. They gave them a run for their money in Canada. That's
true.
That was probably the most rock and roll, other than like Warped Tour kind of.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably the most rock and roll tour we've ever done.
Yeah,
that was Canada.
Pretty fucking rock.
We were in Canada. Yeah.
Canada's when the shit hit the fan.
This is the other. This is the other.
So that happened in Montreal. Where were we with the theater gig? Where the
next night in
the
Toronto.
Next night.
Toronto.
Yeah. This was part 2 of Timmy's memories, I'm guessing.
Jesus Christ.
What
it even gets worse.
So had the other band we were on tour with, had they had their van broken into?
Yes.
The night before.
They rolled up to the next gig with a garbage bag over their window.
Yes.
They had a hell of a time.
I let them borrow my bass because their bass got stolen.
And these guys were crazy anyway. I mean, the lead singer got a tattoo of the merch girl on his arm because he was trying to hit on her. I mean, like they would just do whatever. I remember some dude swinging a cinder block at another one backstage.
They were crazy, man.
They were crazy. They were just
because they were having a little inter-band dispute, and he picked up a cinder block and swung it at his bandmate. Does anyone remember that? That was in That was in what's the theater in Pittsburgh? That was in Pittsburgh.
I remember that night.
The old church.
Mr. Smalls, was that it?
Mr. Smalls in Pittsburgh. Yeah. The send me away. The what's that band? Rusted Root guys.
Rusted Root.
Own that venue. Yeah. I don't know if that was on a different tour. That was the same tour, I guess.
Yeah, we played that.
It's the only tour we ever did with them.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So okay. So we're back in Toronto, and
oh Jesus Christ!
I think I was the first one who this became apparent to. So their band got jacked the first night, and then the second night, after we played this nice theater show, it was a big crowd, big theater show. I remember.
Yeah.
I was peeing in the men's.
I was there with you.
You in the bathroom?
Yeah, I think we probably did it's where all the big dicks hang out joke.
I'm sure we do every time.
Yeah.
Never gets old. So and Chase walks in with blood. Chase McDude. And Chase walks in with.
Dude's got to be in jail.
I mean, if he's alive, man.
Nah, their guitar player did time for a little bit.
Jesus, man. Yeah, those guys. I don't think they got the memo that like to be a present day rocker, you actually have to be a little more like responsible. Like no one's making sure you get places and stuff.
They did not.
But fuck, I mean, man, they had their vibe, that's for sure. But so we're peeing and Chase walks in covered in blood.
Yeah.
Just like dripping down his leg, like
we
blood.
thought it was his. At least I did. I thought it was his when I saw him. I was like, dude, are you okay?
You know, Rich, I think it's important to point out that he wears white. They wear white on stage.
Right, yeah.
So he was wearing white jeans and a white T-shirt.
It was very apparent
that
he
was white when they performed.
Covered in blood.
Very apparent.
Yeah.
But so Thaddeus, I think you're right. I think you said, dude, what happened? And I remember hearing him say,
like, are you okay?
And I remember hearing him say, someone was trying to break into our van, so I broke a bottle and stabbed him with it. And I was just like trying to hurry up, get the rest of the pee out so I could fucking get out of there.
Remember the hellcat rep, the Canadian, what's his name, like Ray or something?
Tony, the lady. Yeah. She was there.
Nice guy.
No, it was a female lady. She's a lady.
Oh, there's a guy there though. I don't remember his name.
Oh, the guy that used to take us out to lunch.
We stayed at his house one time.
Yeah.
Were you and I at the merch table?
Keith. Totally.
Yeah. Totally nice dude.
With the beard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, I think I was with Josh, and we were
at the merch table.
We were outside the venue, like hawking, like trying to sell CDs.
Oh, stuff, okay.
And she was out there talking to us, and then like the dude who had been stabbed in the neck was out there in front of the venue, also like in like white and
streaming blood.
Blood like
out
of his neck, and I was like literally just trying to not vomit.
It was so sketchy.
Dude, it was gnarly.
Like, he was on the phone. Yeah.
He was yelling at the top of his lungs, like super profanity, like dropping the N-word.
Yeah, like racial. Like, what was with that?
Yeah, like every other thing.
I was like, Canada, you're not supposed to be racist in Canada.
So the thing is, like, I remember when I would tell this story, like, I would say, like, so the guy that stabbed him was like a crazy psychopath, But this guy who got stabbed, I wouldn't exactly describe him as like a class A member of society.
Upstanding citizen.
He wasn't the picture of stability.
I envision a juggalo when you describe him. I envision a juggalo with the blood.
A Canadian juggalo.
Yeah.
Somebody and I think like I remember either thinking this or somebody saying like he's like, yo, like I'm gonna get these motherfuckers, I'm gonna this and that. You need to get me my this, you need to get me my that. And somebody was like, dude, you need to go to the hospital.
I think he was starting to lose a lot. Yeah. I don't think he was quite right. Like, I think he was like starting to lose blood, and like I think he was mentally messed up. I mean, he just got
the cops were coming at that point. Like
the cops were there at that point. The cops handled it. It was so bad. I remember the cops coming into the venue, speaking to the other guys. There was a Josh in their band, right? There was a guy named Josh.
Yeah, there was another guy named Josh.
Yeah, and they were like, or he went by Joshua, I think, and they were like, where's your singer? And he was like, I don't know, man. And he's like literally texting with him. And he's like,
yep.
You know, and they were like, and they kept trying to feed the same bullshit to everybody on the tour. They were like, we don't know where Chase is. We don't know where he is. And like the whole time he was in a merch box in their van. And like the cops didn't even bother to be like, where's your van? Where was this van that you were putting on?
And if I remember correctly, they snuck him back over the border in that same box, right?
That night.
They snuck him over the border in the merch bin, dude.
Can you believe that shit?
Yeah.
The cops are looking. The cops are looking for you in a country, and you sneak him out in a merch bin over the border.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I think that I remember that they were saying like that was the plan. Like they kept saying like we're trying to beat the facts. Like because they were assuming that the cops would be like, oh, this is a U.S. band. Let's notify the border. I can't imagine a situation. I mean, we cross the borders a lot, like where a band like that rolls up to the U.S. border and like being like, what were you guys doing in Canada? Oh, we were playing shows. Oh, our windows busted out. Like, and they don't like make them all get out and do some sort of at least like once over. So I think the police just handled it terribly and didn't actually send any info to the border, and they just skipped the last gig, and they did present like I don't think they like hid him, you know what I mean? Because the truth is he's an American citizen, so like that's more sketchy, you know what I mean? So
they just got out. They just were out.
I thought they said that. I mean, maybe it's just a lie, but I thought they said that they put him in a merch bin to go over the border. But
I heard that too, Rich.
That's how I remembered it, but who knows? Yeah.
But that could have been a story. I mean,
we got Chase on the line. No, I'm just kidding.
Chase coming right in.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, guys.
From jail.
Yeah.
Never let the truth get in the way.
Hey guys, my card only has 9 minutes left on it.
Exactly.